Hey there, I'm Mike, and today I'm going to show you how to calibrate the controls on an OMNEX radio remote system. The only tool you'll need to complete this job is a Phillips screwdriver for changing the batteries. If your Elliott model uses either the T300 or T2300 OMNEX remote system, the steps in this video are going to help you. Before we get started, make sure you read, understand, and obey the manufacturer's instructions and safety rules, your employer's safety rules and worksite regulations, and all applicable governmental regulations. You also want to make sure you have the appropriate tools, lifting equipment, and a suitable workshop. The overall condition of the equipment, maintenance and inspection procedures are just as important as safe operating procedures and a positive attitude towards safety. All these procedures properly applied will significantly reduce the likelihood of an accident or equipment failure. Finally, feel free to pause this video at any time to make sure you're doing each step safely and correctly. Alright, first, you'll want to set the unit up on full outriggers in a place where you can fully operate it without encountering any obstructions to the front, rear, above, or either side. Then, fully operate the unit using the manual controls to make sure each function of the high reach is operating properly. Switch the toggle switch from lower to upper controls. Some units may be labeled lower to remote controls. At this point, the chassis engine should shut down. Make sure to use caution when in calibration mode, as all limits and A to B signals are overridden until the calibration is complete. Next, you'll want to prepare the OMNEX remote. Ensure you have fresh C batteries in the remote transmitter, then activate or start the remote transmitter by using the instruction label on the bottom of the remote. Make sure all toggle switches are in middle or low range position. With the E-stop button in, you'll press the power switch up once. Then release the E-stop button and press the power switch up once more. You should hear the chassis horn honk. This means the remote is linked up. Start the chassis engine by using the start-stop switch. Now, hold the power switch in the downward position until the battery light alternates to red and yellow flashing lights. This indicates that the remote is in calibration mode. Now, let's calibrate the controls. The best place to be when adjusting the remote is to stand next to the lower control valve and observe the movement of the control handles. The first setting to adjust will be the minimum level or threshold. This is done by moving one of the control paddles in the direction to be calibrated just far enough to light the active LED light. While holding the paddle in this position, click the power switch up to lessen the voltage or down to increase the voltage. You'll want to adjust the voltage so the manual control handle on the valve just starts to quiver or shake, but not enough to move that function. Do this all to boom control paddles in both directions. Each time you click the power button, either up or down, you are taking away or adding 1/10 of a volt. The next step is to adjust the maximum speed of each control. Start with the boom already out of the boom stowed position with plenty of clearance. When setting the maximum control, there is no proportional movement. It will be fully on or off. Start by moving the boom up paddle to the full up position. Observe the control handle on the main valve. If the control handle goes full stroke solid, click the power switch up to lower the voltage until the handle starts to shake. In full up position, if you can grab the main control valve handle and pull it farther, you'll need to click the power switch down, increasing the voltage until the handle is at full stroke. Follow the same procedure for the boom down position and all the remaining boom controls. To save stress on the boom rotation parts when setting the maximum on boom rotation, such as the gearbox and the rotation bearing, it is best if the boom is raised up to between 70 and 80 degrees when calibrating the boom rotation. When all calibrations of the controls are complete, simply push the E-stop button in, the truck will shut down, and it will save all calibrations. Finally, restart the remote transmitter into the normal operating mode. Restart the truck chassis and operate the unit with the new calibrations. If some of the functions still do not feel right or are jerky, you may need to get back into the calibration mode and make some slight adjustments until they're perfect. Now that your OMNEX remote is calibrated, you ought to be good to go. If you need more help, don't hesitate to reach out to one of our service techs at 531-772-0829, and make sure you check out all of our other technical support videos at elliotequip.com.